Hello there! Thank you for watching this video. This short video is supposed to help you do an SEO on your post on WordPress by using the Yoast plugin. Now, before you start, of course, you need to have a post and you need to install the free Yoast plugin. Let me tell you and let me show you how is this going to be done. First of all, you need to select a keyword. For this article, my keyword is going to be, let me just scroll down. My keyword is going to be effective remote teaching. This is a longer keyword, and this keyword keywords usually shouldn't have more than let's say 4 words in there. Now let's give it a go and let's start. Now that we have our keyword, we can continue to, let's go to our meta description. So meta description should have the keywords, and to make it sound more attractive to people, it should always contain a question. So let's just copy paste the title because our title already has a keyword and it is already a question. How can we make emergency remote teaching more effective with a limited amount of time? We're just going to write this, put the lowercase letters, delete the emoji, and we need to have approximately 150 characters there. So we're going to write until we get the green bar here. Sorry, I'm too lazy to type this. It would have been easier if I did. How can you make emergency remote teaching more effective with a limited amount of time? Keep reading this article for some amazing tips. Tips. Okay. Now that we have our meta description, we can continue to the SEO analysis. First of all, we see what are the good things. Outbound links, good job. Key phrase length, good job. So my key phrase is not too long. Outbound links are links that lead to an outside website. You need to have the links that are going to lead to a website outside of your website. Key phrase in meta description, we just did it. Meta description length, well done. So it's long enough. It's not too short. It's not too long. Previously used key phrase. You cannot use one key phrase 2 times, and this is just going to make problems with your SEO. Key phrase in subheading. So you need to have header 1, header 2, header 3 subheadings, of course. What does this mean? These are those big titles. So you cannot just have regular text. You need to go here, click on the block, and just go from paragraph to a header, okay? And then you can change the size of the header. Never put H1. Heading 1 is only reserved for your main title. If you put an H1, the SEO is going to tell you to just remove it because you can have only one H1 header according to the plugin, of course. Now, let's see what are some other things that we have perfect. Text length, okay? So we have 700 to 729 words. Usually you cannot publish a good article with a good SEO if you don't have at least 300 words. Key phrase in slug. More than half of your key phrase appears in the slug. That's great. What is a slug? The slug is basically the link of your website, the link of your post. So the link is usually made automatically based on the title, but you need to make sure that you have the key phrases in the title. Now let's see what are some things that we have to fix. Internal links. So as we said, we have outside links, but we do not have internal. I'm just going to go to my website and I'm just going to copy the contact page. Why? Because in the end of the article, you should always invite people to comment on your writing and just try to connect with your readers. So let's go there and let's see. Have you ever participated in conferences, workshops? Okay, yes, no, this is a mistake. How does your online teaching survival kit what does your online teaching survival kit consist of? Okay, our key phrase is remote teaching effective. So let's make a sentence here about it in the conclusion part. Okay. Is your remote teaching effective enough? So now we just use a keyword there. Is your remote teaching effective enough? Effective remote teaching. That's it. To make a good keyword and a good sentence, you need to have your keywords in one sentence, pardon me. So you cannot put a keyword in one sentence, then the other in the next one. Your keywords need to be like this. They need to be into one sentence. I usually put them always in the beginning and in the end. This part is a copy-pasted part that I have in every post, and this is for my freebies and other materials. So this is the end of the post officially, and it finishes with a question that uses keywords. Now let's go up. And another thing that we need to do is we need to have the same keyword in the first line of the text. Now we're going to start a question and tell what is this post about. This post will help you make your remote teaching more effective with these easy tips. What does this mean? This means that off the bat, from the title, from the first paragraph, we know what is the article about, and we always need to do this. As you can see, it immediately turned green. Let's go ahead and check it out now. So for the article of this length, we were supposed to have what? Key phrase density. The focus key phrase was found 4 times. That's great. So we have one key phrase repeating 4 times. Based on the length of your text, the key phrase is going to be needed 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, even more if the text is long. Now, since we went and copy pasted the content, I'm going to go and try to make all of these green, even though that our SEO is already green. When you have 2 green buttons, it means it's perfect. I'm just going to add the inbound link right in the comments or via the contact page. So we need to link something inside of our website, okay? And outside of our website, just make it linked properly. Now, let's see what other things can we do to make more things green. SEO title width. The SEO title width is wider than the viewable limit. What does this mean? Basically means that a title is long. Your title should be short. I'm a fan of long titles, so I'm just going to keep it that way. Now, the red parts are the ones that are problems, and you should keep working on the problems until you get to the green. Both little circles need to be green. Now, improvements are not so urgent, but you can do them, of course. Images on this page do not have alt attributes. They reflect the topic of your text. So you should add your alternative attributes to every picture. What does it mean? So I didn't do this. I just forget doing these things because there are so many things. Copy paste your keyword. Okay, click on it and just paste the keyword. Why? Because this is literally the only picture that I have in the text. So I don't have any other text except the cover. So I need to use that one, even though that's not a very good advice because I'm not going to. This image clearly doesn't reflect what I just typed. And I think this is a little glitch because I don't have 5 images on this page anyway. A key phrase in the title does not contain the exact match. So let's see. Effective remote teaching. And we have remote teaching effective. So let's go ahead and let's make it in the same line. Remote teaching effective. Now let's check it out. We're going to wait for a while and we're going to go. And now we see it's good. So I also make this mistake often because I don't think too much about it, but you should always try to have the keyword in the exact order. Okay? Key phrase density. When you click on the highlight and go back, you can see all of the places are going to be purple, see, where your keyword has appeared. Take a look at it. Okay. So we have all of this. The thing is, I already wrote this post and I usually write the post and then do the SEO. So what does that mean? This means that some parts are automatically going to be good results. And then you should go back. I go back and then edit the improvements and the problems. Of course, always first start with the problems. Keep following, keep editing until you don't get so many reds, until everything becomes green. Finally, you don't need to have everything perfect. When you get the green light, that's enough. You have some links here. When you click on them, they're going to take you to the Yoast plugin blog, and this blog offers even more advice that can help you if you get stuck, which is honestly great. What other things that you need to do? Other things that you need to do is the readability. As you can see, it's already green. Okay, if it's not green again, you can keep editing it until it becomes green. Now we have flash reading ease. Again, you can always click and Yoast is going to practically explain every single thing, right? So they have a blog post for every problem that you may have. I don't use all transition words. That's my habit. I'm sorry. But still, all of the other things are great. So my flash reading score is good. 62.3. It's considered okay to read. It's not too hard. Anything below 50, it's way too academic for an average reader. You're using enough active voice. Okay. Try to use as much as active voice as possible. Consecutive sentences. Don't start your sentences with the same word. Subheading distribution. Great job. What does this mean? If you have 300 words, if you have a long article, you shouldn't have more than 300 words in one paragraph, because then your subheading distribution is not going to be correct. You need to separate them. Every large chunk of text needs to have a subheading. Paragraph length, none of them are too long. So if you get this read, you should cut your paragraphs and just separate them. Sentence length, great. If you have more than 20 words in your sentence, you're going to get a red button here. So go ahead and shorten your words for them to be below 20. Now, I have to be honest with you. My readability is not green in every post because I have a lot of academic articles with harder vocabulary. So I explored a little bit, and as far as I learned about it, I am not an expert, of course, but as far as I know, as long as you have the green CEO, it's not going to impact the readability. Is not going to impact your ranking too much. The readability is more for the readers. So if your niche is related to something academic, such as my blog, related to teaching academia, teaching methodology and theory, sometimes it is hard to nail this readability and make it green. Okay, so don't worry about it too much. If your readers understand what is being read, that's amazing. All of these things here, all of this analysis and all of these results are basically made for an average reader, based on the information that an average reader can understand. So if you have readers that are above average, then of course you can relax when it comes to the readability part. Of course, this is only the free plugin. So if you want some extra options, you would definitely have to complete the payment and of course purchase the paid version. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I wish you a lot of luck, and I want all of your circles and all of your smileys on all of your posts to be green. Bye bye. See you in another tutorial.